And now, back to the USS Greeneville Rising.
No doubt about it, she's a star in the crown of the United States Navy's Pacific Fleet.
Surrounding area is clear of equipment and or personnel prior to pivotry operations.
Check your checks.
Her crew among the best of the best.
8-2, 8-4, 8-6. Come further down.
Underwater warriors.
On one, slot one.
Who still have to eat.
Goes for the Mac.
Okay. Right now I'm setting up cruise mess for the upcoming meal, which is lunch. We run 4 meals a day underway out of here. Every 6 hours we feed approximately 140 people.
An unthinkable task for the average cook, a kitchen that never closes.
The kitchen only goes dark in port. We still run 3 meals a day out of the kitchen in port. The cooks show up at 4 in the morning and they won't leave until 7 or 8 o'clock at night. The most challenging thing about my job is to make sure I have enough food on board to keep us at sea. The second challenging is make sure that the meals go out on time with everything that we have going on. You think 6 hours is plenty of time to put out a meal, but in the size of the kitchen that we have and the equipment that we have, 6 hours is tough sometimes, depending on the meal.
Like any kitchen, you have to take out the trash. But on a submarine, that does not mean a trip to the curb.
I'm compaction of trash to get ready to launch off the ship.
And like at every home, sometimes the people who live there get sick.
This is primarily where I work.
They call him Doc, Navy Corpsman Tracy Joel Danley. For checkups and medication, this tiny room will have to do. But if the medical need is more serious, the captain's small wardroom becomes submarine triage, even the onboard operating room.
I have the ability to put a large light up here to where it's a spotlight to where I can actually, it's the ones that are seen in the ER, they're about this big around, and it's a spotlight. I can put it where I need to do if I need to do some minor procedures or, heaven forbid, if something's really bad, I can work on a patient that way.
For Doc, every day at sea comes with a very real concern.
My main fear is that somebody is going to get injured or maybe have a heart attack or something to where I'm not able to care for them.
That's why these men are screened even before they step foot on the USS Greeneville.
We want to make sure that they're physically fit, 1, and mentally fit, 2, before we put them on a steel metal tube 360 foot long and submerge them to 800 feet. So we got to make sure that they're complete as a person.
Here to make sure these men stay emotionally well for the duration of the journey, the chief of the boat, Paul J. Davenport, the top enlisted submariner on the USS Greeneville, the direct liaison to the sub's commander, Captain Carullo, the top officer on the sub. Officers and enlisted, 2 distinct types of people on this boat.
You have to have the enlisted and officers work together, or else this boat would not function. The captain and the chief of the boat actually bring the officer and the enlisted relationship together, allowing us to work together as one team. Because at the end of the day, we are one team.
Appreciate the hard work you guys are putting in.
I'm worried about the 125 men that I'm charged with keeping safe and happy, so I'm worried about them every second of the day.
One of the men he's worrying over.
I really can't wait. I mean, I ain't been underway the longest. This is probably my longest underway, but still, I can't wait.
19-year-old fireman Caleb Hatmaker from Lake City, Tennessee. Remember him? One of the newest on board this boat. We first bumped into Hatmaker training at the submarine's helm, and he agreed to let us follow him around for a while.
All right, now I'm probably gonna hit the wreck. Well, not right now. Here in a little bit, I'm gonna hit the wreck because I gotta take the watch. I think it's the next watch. I gotta take it.
A short walk back to his berthing area.
Give me some wreck time.
A short jump into the only place on the sub he can call his own.
All right, I'll see you all in the morning.
Sleeping on the sub, just part of the adjustment.
You got about maybe 6 inches
from your face to the bottom of the rack above you.
Sometimes you even hot bunk, take a bed for a while till it's the next man's turn to get some sleep. Oh, and then there's the head. Small, always busy, a room with a couple of rules. Don't linger, and don't slam the door. Another sub could hear you.
On all the doors, have practice stealth, shut doors quietly. That is not a joke, and it's definitely, that's near and dear to every submariner's heart.
Back at Caleb's rack,
How much sleep you get?
An hour and a half, something like that, 2 hours, whatever. Take what you can get.
quickly get dressed, then hit the ground running.
Is this breakfast?
Yep. Have no idea. It's dinner. Yeah.
Back into the mix with neighbors he's just now getting to know. But there's a common bond among the men on this boat. The place they're all from. The place they're all longing to see soon.
I would just like to go back home.
You're a little homesick for Tennessee?
Yeah, a little bit.
What you missing most about home?
That's normal though. I'm missing family, friends, being able to do whatever you want. You got a lot of city here. You can't do the same stuff.
You miss the mountains?
Oh yeah. Love it.
Up next, visible reminders
It's our boat, and we need to be there for it.
of a binding connection between a submarine and a town in East Tennessee when the USS Greeneville Rising continues. Back to the USS Greeneville Rising.
You can't walk far on board the USS Greeneville nuclear attack sub without seeing, touching, standing on something that was made in Greeneville, Tennessee, that reminds you of that hometown connection. The crew's mess? It's called the Crockett Cafe, after the pioneer statesman born in present-day Greene County. A replica of his long rifle hangs outside the ship's control room. Scrapbooks never leave the boat. Needed encouragement from the kids back home. Then there are these, decades worth of letters of support, handed down to every new captain of the USS Greeneville. Talk about treasures.
I would challenge any other namesake city out there to show the love and support that the folks of East Tennessee have shown the Greeneville. And, it's been fantastic.
24 members of the crew are in Greeneville, visiting the town that gave their sub its name.
It's a local point of pride that no visiting sailor has ever stayed in a hotel, only welcoming local homes. During the crew's recent winter assignment in Maine, the folks of Greeneville sent these, a warming reminder of their friends in Tennessee. So impressed was crew member David Quisenberry, he and his family vacationed in Greeneville.
I've never had the local community support that I've had on board the Greeneville.
The hope is more will come. At the historic Tusculum College in Greene County, there's actually a scholarship set up just for USS Greeneville crew and their families.
The students, the faculty, and especially our board, who are leaders in that area, are very committed to service and to give back, and I think it's just another way to give back.
The Tusculum College flag even flew over the sub during part of our 2 days at sea.
It's an ongoing point of pride for us, and it's also an ongoing point of unity for us. The ship, to this day, keeps that close at heart.
We want to make sure as a community that we never forget that submarine. We married that boat and we said we're going to be there, and we just need to continue to do that and continue to take care of that boat.
Years after her maiden voyage, she's wrapping up for a new mission. That's when the USS Greeneville Rising continues.